Lovely world. So I know I've been wearing this shirt for the past 3 days, but that's beside the point. Or maybe it was been a couple days. But anyways, that's beside the point. So today I wanted to discuss something that I find very interesting to me. It may not be interesting to all of you that watch my videos, but I want to talk about my top 5 favorite animals that I love. Now, a lot of you probably think that 1 or 2 of these may not be real animals, but they are. And some of you may think that one of them is a reptile, and technically it is a reptile. But the fact of the matter is that, or maybe 2 of them are, no, I'm just going to go with 1 reptile. But everything else is an actual animal, or it's been in the history books, or things like that. So my first one, now I know that they're very extinct, and you probably never heard of this, but it is. I may have talked about this in the past on my channel. It is a liger. It is a lion and a tiger hybrid, where they have a tiger and a lion mate and created a liger. Now, like I said, a lot of you may have not even heard of that, but it does exist, and that's what, that's what's interesting to me, is that most human beings have no idea what a liger is. And there probably is only 1 or 2 still left in existence. Maybe there's not even any left in existence. Maybe they're extinct, or they're completely extinct. But the last time I checked, it's been about a couple of years since I checked, there was at least 2 or 3 left still in the world. And it might have changed since that last time. The second thing is a bearded dragon lizard. Now, I know what you're thinking, that why would one of my favorite animals be a reptile? It's because they're so cool to me. Now, I'm not saying, I'm talking about a full-grown bearded dragon, not one of those baby itty-bitty ones that, have a lot of growing to do. I'm talking about the full-grown adult bearded dragons that have the spikes coming out of their necks and stuff like that. I'm not talking about the little baby ones that, that have a lot of growing to do. I'm talking about the full-grown adult bearded dragons. Now, a lot of these creatures are dangerous, except for the bearded dragon. I don't think they're really considered that dangerous, but a lot of these animals that I'm listing here can be very dangerous to any particular person, especially liger, because they're I think they grow up to be 1,000 pounds or more, and they can easily kill you because they're a cat. They're a mixture of 2 cats. The third one is, and I'm not saying I would ever get any of these animals, except for maybe a bearded dragon, is an alligator. And I'm not talking about a baby alligator. I'm talking about a 6 foot, 200 to however many pounds they grow to be, an adult one. Now, I know how dangerous those can be. And I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not saying a crocodile either. I'm just saying an alligator. The 4th thing on this list is a shark. Now, I'm not talking about the, great whites or the hammerhead sharks or anything like that. I'm talking about the smaller versions of sharks. The ones that only grow to be maybe 1 foot long or 1.5 foot long, that you can have in a tank. A small tank, not like one of those ginormous, huge, circular tanks, which is not right for any animal. All these animals should be afraid, except for the bearded dragon. And I'm not saying you shouldn't let the bearded dragon out from time to time, but I'm just saying, you should never have any of these animals, whether it's the liger, whether it's an alligator, whether it's the shark. Even though the shark probably, I'm not saying you should have a shark in a tank or anything like that. But if it's a small shark and it doesn't grow bigger than, let's say, 2 feet or less than 2 feet, then you can have that in a cage. And I'm not trying to justify what I'm saying, but I'm not saying. I'm saying no shark should be kept in a huge tank where they can't be swimming in the open ocean or open water. And I know sharks are considered amphibians who live in the water, and you know, alligators are technically reptiles. They're just bigger versions of a reptile, and they should be roaming freely and doing what they want to do. But you know, that's just me. And the fifth one, I know is not a real animal or real creature, but the fifth one is a dragon. It's always been a dragon. It always will be a dragon. Now I know that dragons don't exist. I know that's a mythical creature that, you know, never's been around, or maybe it has. It's your own interpretation of what it is. And that's my those are my 5 favorite animals, reptiles, you know, amphibian, whatever you want to call them. Those are my top 5, and I know, like I said, 4 of the 5 are pretty dangerous. I'm not too sure. I mean, technically, a small shark like that's you know, that you can keep in your room, or keep in some sort of a room in your house, wouldn't be considered dangerous compared to a great white or a hammerhead shark or a tiger shark or whatever kind of shark that's like, that grows to be like 10 feet long, or anywhere between like 6 feet and 10 feet or 15 feet long, should be, you know, be able to be in the open ocean and stuff like that. And I would never personally have one of those giant sharks as a pet. Maybe a baby shark, a shark that, you know, doesn't grow to more than 2 feet long, or, you know, a foot in length or in width. You know, things like that. A bearded dragon, they don't grow to be too big. And maybe like a foot or 2 when they're fully grown adults. Or maybe a little bit, maybe 3 feet. I'm not really sure because I have never had a bearded dragon. I would love to have a bearded dragon. But, and that's a lizard, by the way. But I don't know if we'll ever get one. I'm just saying that those are my top 5 favorite animals that I love to be a part of in some way, shape, or form. And I know dragons aren't real, but every other creature on that list is real, except for maybe a liger, because they may be extinct by now. But everything else on that list exists. Alligator, shark, bearded dragon, lizard, all of those exist. Now I don't know the numbers of how much are left of each one of those, but it's got to be quite a bit, because alligators are, you know, there's a lot of alligators that live in Florida. I don't know if it's Florida, if it's Texas, or it's one of those southern states, or those, you know, one of those states. I think it might be crocodiles that live in Florida, but I could be wrong. And I'm not sure about those, you know, miniature sharks, but that's just me. I'm not asking you to tell me what your favorite animals are, but I'm just telling you what mine are. Anyways, I want to wish Casey Butler a happy 30th birthday today, and anyone else who has a birthday on this 21st day of August, 2020. So with that being said, I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new vlog. And have a good day. Bye-bye.